Hey guys, Dashing Subtile here, and welcome to the PBAL Draft Analysis, the Pokemon Battle Association League. I was invited by Aaron12, and yeah, let's go over the team that we drafted. But before we do that, make sure you leave a like, comment below, and subscribe for more Pokemon Draft League content. We were fourth pick overall, and we got a pretty broken Pokemon. So, as you guys know in UPA, Zama Hero, good doggo, got kill leader, and so he deserves a little crown. So, we got Zamazenta-Crowned. Zama-Crowned. Broken Mon. Doesn't just fair, just unfortunate, but really good Mon. This Mon has amazing defenses, amazing speed, amazing attack, and has an insane move pool like close combat, heavy slam, just broken. There's Wild Charge, Stone Edge this gen, Crunch, Trailblaze, like it gets a lot of good coverage moves, Play Rough, Moonblast for the Great Tusk matchup, and yeah, Zama Hero is really good, and also Iron Defense Body Press is a really good set on this Pokemon, so I'm really looking forward to using Zamazenta-Crowned this season. The next Mon, yeah, Zama just broken. 120 speed's really good. We outspeed most of the threats, and yeah, that's Zama for you guys. The next Mon that we decided to grab is a Mon that pairs with Zama very nicely, and that is Latias. So, we were fourth pick, so we get pretty much close to top wheel, but we are not top wheel. So, Latias. This Mon fits really nicely into our team. It does make us Fairy and Ghost weak, but we will patch those up in the team, for sure. But yeah, Latias. It covers all of Zama's weaknesses. Fire, ground, and fighting. And Latias pairs very nicely with Zama, because Latias wants to click Dragon move, wants to click Psychic moves. What stops that? Steel types and Dark types. Who comes in on those? Big Zama. So, that's amazing. Latias gets utility moves like Reflect type, Healing Wish, and it can be like a Calm Minesweeper with agility. Zama also gets agility, so that could be clutch with Howl. And yeah, Latias is really good. It gets good coverage moves like Thunderbolt. I believe it lost Mystical Fire. It gets like Ice Beam. It gets a lot of good moves, but it can't hit Steals outside of Earthquake. And I don't think it gets Dragon Dance. I could be wrong, but we can Baton Pass into Zama. Just huge on the Steals. Just huge. Similar to how Latias got Flip Turn, Latias has Baton Pass, and we can do similar to what Latios does. Flip turns into Monster Break Steals, which is our Monster Break Steals is our Steel Zama. So that's Latias, not Brahma, not that special. Our next Mon, Latias has a really good speed tier that pairs well with Zama, because 120 to 110 is very, very nice. Our next Mon that we decided to go with. So, I want to get a Terra Captain. And the Terra Captain I saw was the best that I saw. This Mon was the best Terra Captain that I saw. And that is Terra Entei. And the reason why we have these wide platforms above these two spaces is these are our two Terra Captains. And so, we have Terra Fire, Terra Normal, and Terra Grass on Entei. Now, why these three types? Well, we're forced one stab, so Fire's great. Choice Band, Sacred Fire, Nutty Button, Go Broken. Normal, Choice Band, Terra Normal, Extreme Speed, goes funny. Terra Grass, beats the Mons fire types don't like fire types don't like waters, rocks, or grounds. Grass beats all of those. So these are the 3 best types for Entei. And yeah, this is all you need an Entei. This model's broken. This model's choice band. It has a good speed tier in 100. Well, not good, but it's an okay speed tier. It gets that fixed with Trailblaze and Flame Charge, and it has extreme speed if you don't want to run that. It gets Sacred Fire is just broken. 50% chance to burn 100 base power. Fire move. It gets Slamming Tantrum, Stone Edge. It gets a lot of good moves. Let me just real quick do this. And yeah, that is Entei. And yeah, if I put in all the point values for you guys, we will have 74 points left because we started off with 120 points. Zama was 18, Latias was 15, and Entei was 13. So, after we got all these, I wanted a water type, for sure. I really wanted a water type. And I saw a mon that was still around in round 4. So it lasted another wheel. So, like, it went all the way down and went all the way back up. And this mon was still there. And I decided to take it. And that is Samurai Hisui at 14 points. Now, this mon, Ceaseless Edge is broken. Click Ceaseless Edge. Flip Turn, Knockoff, Sacred Sword, Razor Shell, Aqua Cutter. This mon's broken. You just get up a layer of spikes, and then he can die, and then he did enough. Just getting up 3 layers of spikes is great with Ceaseless Edge. And, yeah, it's really good mon, like, really good lead mon, really good Sword Fest, really good Fizz Def mon. Like, this mon can do what it needs to. And it can taunt on the defog attempts. And yeah, Samurai's really good. This guy really good. I'm happy we have it. And yeah, Samurai's great. This one's great. So yeah, Samurai is on the team. Now, looking at our team, we have 3 physical attackers and 1 special attacker. I decided to go for another special attacker and a mon that I haven't used yet. And that is the guy right here, Mr. Mochi Petrarunt. So, Petrarunt. Mochi. So yeah, that's Petrarunt. Mochi. Malignant Chain, Hex, Recover, Plot, Parting Shot. That's basically it. But also we have it because Fizz Def Ghost to prevent Rabbit Spin attempts from mons trying to remove our spikes from Samurott, which is great. But also Mochi. But yeah, I know that was cringe, but Mochi. Our next one we decided to go with was a value pick to me. And that is, but like, yeah, like Petrarunt could be Scarf, Specs, could run Fizz Def sets with like Parting Shot. Like, this one's really good. Poison Puppeteer, if we poison, we confuse. This also works with Toxic, so that's great too. Petrarunt, ignore the the thing down in this section because a lot else does not have defog, and Entei also has Trailblaze, so like it sort of ignores, but this is also sort of right. But yeah, our next monster to go with. So we have a Fizz Def wall in Petrarunt, Mochi. So what's a good Spadef wall? Well, start to go with Florges, and Florges was 9 points, which I think is a steal. So, Florges helps this team a lot. We can be offensive with Scarf Moonblast or Specs Moonblast with Baton Pass. This mon gets Recovery and Synthesis. It also gets Wish and Protect and Baton Pass. This mon gets Synthesis and is a Spadef wall. Petron gets recovered as a Fizdef wall. We have a Fizdef wall and a Spadef wall, and we can pass wishes into Zama, which is great. And Latias also gets Healing Wish. We can pass that to Zama as well. So yeah, this team's coming together real nicely. Constant's coming together real nicely. Florgus is our fairy type. It's a good fairy. We can run Spadef because Pedro has the Fizdef. And yeah, they cover each other's weaknesses. Except Ground because Pedro has the Dark and Ghost. Florgus was just Dark, but also does not resist Ghost. But our Ghost resist right now is Samurott. But our next one also resists Ghost. So yeah. Speaking of our next mon, I think it's time to go to it. Focus is really good. Baton Pass is amazing with Wish, and yeah. This mon is just really good. It gets some synthesis and like, yeah. It can be a good Spadef wall. Next mon we decided to go with. I knew I was going to be in highway robbery with points because right now we have 38 points left. And I decided to go with Ursaluna. That is 15 points. Now, Ursaluna is the ground type on our team and our ghost immunity. Yeah. Ursaluna's good. It can run a Sword Fest, it can run Flame Orb sets, it can run like Trailblaze, but like it's just a really good amount with bulk up. I'm really happy to get Ursaluna this late. It's round 7. I'm getting Ursaluna, which is kind of crazy. And yeah, Bulletproof of the Soulfest can be useful, but just run Guts. Guts is just better. But yeah, now I am noticing a big hole in my team right now, and you guys probably see it too, that we have 0 flying resist, but that will change very soon. But yeah, I like Ursaluna on our team. There's no switching to this mon. Earthquake plus Body Slam if you're like a Sword Fest. Nothing wants to take a hit. If it's Corv, Thunder Punch, and if it's like something like Clefable or something, you have Heavy Slam. And like Quagsire, you have Trailblaze or Seed Bomb. So this one has a lot of coverage. And yeah, I'm happy to use Ursaluna. We have a Wall Breaker in our team now. So right now, our physical attackers are Zama, Entei, Samu, and Ursaluna. And our special attackers are Latias, Petrarunt, and Florges. So, our next mon that we decided to go with is a mon that I was hoping to get, and I did get this late. And that is Thundurus at 14 points. So now we have 9 points remaining. So, Thundurus. It resists flying. Yay! But, yeah. It resists flying. It, has an okay... Its speed tier is okay with Latias, but it's a bit 1 point higher. So, not the greatest with the speed tier, but it gets access to moves like U-Turn, Volt Switch, it gets Knockoff, it gets Wild Bolt Storm, which I don't think we're going to use, but we may. It gets Electric Terrain, which is the main reason why I wanted this mon. You might be like, oh, why not just get a Pincurchin? Because Pincurchin sucks, and I wanted a flying and electric, because as you see, we have a glaring ground weakness, which is not great. So, what would I have to pair this, flying, this, why would I want Prankster with Electric Terrain? Well, my friends, there's a simple reason for that. Our next Terra Captain is a unburdened Pokemon. Now you might be like, oh, you got like Hitmonlee or something. Nope. Ladies and gentlemen, it's finally that season. Guys, we got Terra Sceptile. Let's go. We got Terra Sceptile. Dashing Sceptile here. We got Sceptile, and our Terra types on Sceptile are Grass, because we have to be, fire, and electric. So, why these types? Well, grass is really good. Well, I'm force grass, so not the greatest, but we have two other types. Fire is really good for the steels, and like I resist ice. But and electric's mainly here for the flying types. I can have electric terrain with Terra Electric. For Thunder Punch power, just Terra Blast with Swords Dance. This one could also just be broken with Life Orb. Timid, just special attacker with Terra Blast Fire. And like, yeah. Subtitle is amazing. It also gets Dragon Dance. And yeah. No Shed Tail, which is very unfortunate, but yeah. Subtitle. And Subtile, for a fact, is only 6 points. So, with Terra. So, I feel that was a steal. So yeah, we got Terra Subtile. I am so happy we got Terra Subtile. Oh my gosh, it's finally Subtile season. Let's go, boys. It's finally Subtile season. So yeah, that's Subtile. And here, you might be noticing, where are your hazards? You have 0 T-Spike. You have 0 Stealth Rockers. You have 0 Sticky Web. And you have 1 Spiker in Hisuian Samurai, which doesn't even set spikes. It sets Ceaseless Edge. Well, my friends, that's where our next pick comes in at a measly 2 points. We have Carbink. 2-point Carbink at your service. Carbink. This mon is a underrated mon that can be good in matchups. It has spikes and rocks. It's a good rock type. It gets rocks and spikes, like I said. It resists flying. And it's just really good, I feel. Clear body is amazing. Sturdy so you can't get knocked down in one hit. This mon also gets terrain with Misty Terrain along with Florges. And yeah, Body Press, Iron Defense Body Press is a good sell in this mon. And yeah, that's all about Carbink. It can be a good mon in specific matchups. So yeah, watch out for Carbink. And our last one we decided to go with is none other than the Carbink was 2 points, and our last mon was 1 point because it wasn't on the dock. And that is Beep, Beep. The bus is here. Charge the Bug. Now, that's our team. We have Webs with Charge the Bug. And yeah, this is our team. So, I really like this team. It's a really broken team. The one problem about this team is it has 0 removal, but we ball. We run webs in the webs matchups. We run rocks if we need rocks on Carbink. We run spikes with Hisuian Samurott. And if they want to remove hazards with Rabbit Spin, they have to get past Petron, which they can't really do. So if they defog, they get rid of the headers on my side too. So I'm honestly happy with that. And if they defog, Thundy's Defiant will activate, which is great. And Subtile, Unburden's great. I'm happy with Terra Subtile. I like our speed tiers. They're really good. Like 128 to 120 to 111 to 110 to 100 to 88 to 85 to 75 to 50 and then to 36. I like these speed tiers. They're great. And also, one thing people do not know. Carbink learns Trick Room. So I could do Trick Room. Miss the Explosion. Bring in Bear. Kill lives. Claim lives with Trick Room Bear. That's what I could always do. Or just Trick Room, then go harder as Luna. Claim lives with Flame or Bear. And yeah, that's just Luna. But yeah, that's going to be it for our draft analysis for PBAL, the Pokemon Battle Association League. We're going to be doing a draft stream, I believe, in like a couple hours. I believe it's at 5 p.m. CST, 6 p.m. EST. I'm going to double check that real quick. If you're watching this the day of, there is a draft stream happening that I will be in call for, going over the stream, that is going to be at 6 p.m. EST, which is 5 p.m. my time. So if you guys are watching this before that, just go on and join there. It's gonna be, I believe the channel is the Pokemon Battle, the PBAL Association L on I believe Twitch. So that's gonna be there. So yeah, that's gonna be it for that that's gonna be it for that. Or it might be on YouTube. I have no idea where the draft room is gonna be. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out, my subtitle squad, and to everyone else that's watching, thank you.